Hey, middle, middle, middle.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Stafford now to throw. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, Michael Roberts, there. And it's second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
10.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they didn't come out of it with points. In a sense, they can look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Watson. Flush to his right. And incomplete to open things up. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Come back, come back.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Christian Jones in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. They're going for it. It's Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. To throw is Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. At 21 yards there as they convert on third. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 31 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Uses the spin. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Stafford again. Wide open receiver, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Johnson jostles free. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Here we go.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin as the Lions. Now Blount. Oh, twisting away. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Stafford. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They snap it to Stafford. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Blue 80. Blue 80.
Out of the gun, Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. 3rd down here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They get it to him running left. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll give it to him up the middle. And a decent game there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Griffin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Watson now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Here's Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jared Davis. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Hey, black 22! Black 22! Tiger, Tiger, Tiger! Come back, come back! Richmond, Richmond! Tiger, Tiger, Tiger!
From the gun, here's Watson. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Richmond, Richmond! Come back, come back!
On first down, it's Watson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. On second down, here's Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Black 99, Philly! 2 jet! 2 jet! Come back, come back! Come back, come back! Tiger, Tiger, Tiger!
Now Watson operating from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Glover Quinn. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing deep for Galladay. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by K'Von Webster. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. The final shot before the break, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. 3rd and 2, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Watson now to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Watson in the offense going to come up first and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 2nd and 10, Watson. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game.
21.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for the Lions. 52 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Now Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
10.
Out of the gun, Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Real life.
They come out here in the I.
Drill right, 22.
They go play action here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Target. Come back.
After the interception, here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw on second is Watson. Room to run inside the 40. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And down to the 29-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
For a good pickup. Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going. I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight ends. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out. Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now it's Watson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively. I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there. Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it? Defensively, they're in a prime spot. And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it. Here's Miller. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game. Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet,
but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Off to his right. Throw in 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Big play there. 82 yards. So now here come the Lions up to go for 2. From the gun, here's Stafford. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Snuffed out. The Texans hands team recovers. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And he gets it down to the 32. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Reset. Richmond.
On the counter, it's Miller. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he finds his man Griffin. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Watson dumps it complete to Miller. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Down. Green the line. Green the line. Huh? Tiger.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Richmond. Richmond.
Now Watson. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they're...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DJ Reader in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll.